Hello and welcome to this special interview on Polymerupdate, where we bring you exclusive insights from global experts shaping the future of sustainability and plastics. Today we are honored to host Dr. Joshi, a renowned authority in the field of circular economy, recycling, extended producer responsibility and plastics. Dr. Joshi serves as the Vice Chairman of the Governing Council of the Indian Plastics Institute and is also an esteemed advisor at Polymerupdate Academy. In the first part of our interview series with Dr. Joshi, we dive deep into the controversial claims surrounding fossil fuel producers and their role in derailing the Global Plastics Treaty at INC 5. Dr. Joshi shares his insights on the responsibility these entities hold in the fight against plastic pollution and the accountability needed at a global level. Hello Dr. Joshi, welcome to Polymerupdate.
Thank you and thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
So my question is, fossil fuel producers derailed the plastic treaty at INC 5. Do you believe this is true, and will the world hold them accountable for global plastics pollution?
Yes, indeed, fossil fuel producers were a major factor in the derailment to reach a global plastic treaty at INC 5, and the world holds them responsible and accountable for this. Influencer, आजकल का ज़माना है influencer, social media and all that. So the same influence was there. There were many influencers so-called and lobbyists so-called at INC 5, and some people say they openly influence the outcome. But let me first share you the global perspective and then our perspective. There was opposition as expected from the oil producing countries, and they wanted to keep the production limits out of the final agreement. Some said there is a weakened treaty by the removal of references of this and waste hierarchy and mentions of energy recovery, which will be a burning issue. Accountability. But all said and done, one has to understand that each one looks at this treaty through his or her eye or through that country. For the countries which have developed, we divide ourselves into developed, underdeveloped, developing. And for the countries who have developed their so-called ambitions and so-called targets, it is easy for them to say. India is a rich country where poor people live. A country where a whopping 1.48 billion people live, where the plastic consumption is just 15 kgs per capita. That is 15 kgs per person per year. And our population is growing. So is the case with Asia. Asia accounts for 60% of the world's population. And our issues and problems are similar. We just cannot just wish away that plastics chale jao, and cut down on our plastic production, because we have to take care of our economies, we have to take care of our population, and we have to take care of our needs. So a balancing will have to be done, and even though more than 100 countries, including the EU and the UK, were saying, continue to reduce the plastic to sustainable levels, the proposal would require nations to report their production, import and export data, and this also mirrors the broader backing for the measures that need to be taken. But this is going to be a sticky issue where we have to see how it develops and find a solution to the plastic pollution.
Thank you so much for your insights. Dr. Joshi's thoughts provide a critical look at the power dynamics at play in addressing plastic pollution. Stay tuned for part 2, where we analyze the roadblocks in the Global Plastics Treaty discussion.